Hey everybody, me and Buster want to say welcome to Little Cahaba Junkin, where we share a whole lot of Junkin and even more Jesus. Enjoy our video.
Hey everybody, it's me Kayla and welcome back to our channel here at Little Cahaba Junkin. Today I have a very fun video for you guys. I actually came across an estate sale and I'm so glad I did because I scored some vintage Christmas and some other fun items. I just wanted to bring a little video to you guys to show you our haul. I got a thing or two for Aunt Penny as well, and also share some tips and tricks on how to make your next estate sale a little more successful. I never film at an estate sale because it's just kind to me, I want to respect the people who own the home. It is a private residence. But I love just bringing these hauls to you guys and letting you know that estate sales are another option for going junkin and finding vintage and primitive items. But without further ado, we'll get started with the video. I love you guys so much. More importantly, Jesus loves you. And let's get started. Let's find out all the fun things that I brought home. Starting off strong, I got a couple of Christmas items. And I will say this, if you're out junking, thrifting, yard selling, look for seasonal items in the off season. Look for vintage Christmas year round, because I'm telling you, the closer it gets to Christmas time, it feels like the harder it is to find. I found these really cute carolers today. I got the pair of them for $10 and they are marked Japan. What a steal. I thought they were so sweet. This one is holding a little carol book. And this one is holding a sweet little candle. The top of the candle is broken off, but who cares? They're both so sweet. I thought they were adorable. I got the pair of them. They were marked 12, but I got them for $10, so $5 each. And I thought that was a steal. Online, they are quite expensive, usually $20 to $30 for one. And even though it does have a chip, it has imperfection, I thought they were so sweet. I think they're going to be adorable in my hutch or in my cabinet of curiosities for Christmas. Like I said, look for seasonal items, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, vintage Halloween, whatever in the off season. And also, like at Christmas time, start looking in the thrift stores like in November, October, because people are going to be cleaning out their stuff and donating before Christmas gets here. Especially people that like to decorate early for Christmas. They're going to be cleaning out their stashes early and taking it to the thrift. So shop year round for Christmas items. And like I said, I tend to have more luck in the off season buying Christmas items, especially for a better price. The next thing I got is this sweet set of carolers. They were marked 18 and I got them for 10 as well. So I paid $20 for the little boys and for these. This one also is broken. Her little hand's broken, but I could not leave these behind. I thought they were so sweet. They don't have a Japan marking, but this is the marking on the bottom. But I thought they were adorable. Little sweet nuns, carolers, and I just thought it was the sweetest thing ever. Up next, I got some really cute butter molds. I love Aunt Penny's collection of butter molds that she has in her kitchen, and I've been wanting more for myself. I have a couple, but I found this really cute one. It's just, it doesn't have like a thing that presses down in the center like these do, but I thought this was so cute. Got it for $6. And then I got this Whopper one. It does not have a like pretty design on it, but it is a large butter mold. And I got it for $20. I thought that was a very good price for this large butter mold. I know they are quite expensive out at vintage markets and at antique malls. So $20 for this mold I thought was a perfectly acceptable price. And then I got another one of these. I love these round molds. I just heard a bee buzz into the garage. Hopefully it'll stay away. But I love this imprint there. I thought it was so pretty, and I paid $20 for this one as well. So I paid a total of $50 for these molds, which I thought was, like I said, a good deal. $6, $20, and $20. So no, I paid $46, not $50. But I thought they were really pretty. And these are adorable. Love primitive pieces like this. So cute. I just had to take a quick little short break because my hubby and my puppy dog were playing. And you could hear them. They were playing chase in the house. So up next, I got some kitchen utensils. And I always, when I go to estate sales, look for wooden spoons, rolling pins, and things like that, because usually you can get them for a pretty fair price at an estate sale. If it's an estate sale market or estate sale company that knows a lot about primitive, sometimes they're still marked high, but like even just these two are Pampered Chef. They're not old, but they're still really cute, and I got them for like $1 a piece. And this one is older. It's really pretty. And it says made in the Philippines, but I thought this one was really pretty too, and it was $1. But always look for wooden utensils at estate sales and rolling pins and fun wooden kitchen items, because at vintage markets and at antique malls and things like that, even just really simple primitive wooden spoons are pretty expensive. They're anywhere from like $4 to $7 each. Like I said, these are just Pampered Chef, but I have several that are much older, more primitive style, like this one. And they are much higher at vintage markets and at antique malls. And then I got this really primitive style rolling pin. And I don't know exactly how much I paid for this. It was less than $10, but I thought it was really cool. And they add a lot of texture to your kitchen. I love putting old Crocs out on my kitchen counters and just filling them to the brim with vintage kitchen utensils. And it just adds a really cozy, collected look in your kitchen. So always look for these. When you're out at thrift stores, look for these in bags on the wall. A lot of thrift stores will bag up small items like this that are similar, put them in a plastic bag and hang them on the wall. I have found several bags of primitive style wooden utensils at the thrift store in like the $3 bag section. And Aunt Penny recently found an entire bag full of red handled metal kitchen utensils that were very vintage at her thrift store. So always look in those clear bags when you're out at thrift stores. I also got a couple of baskets. I got this really long one. I don't know if it's a bread basket or what, but I thought it'd be really pretty for fall to put some small gourds in and then put it in like my kitchen window. This is about the exact length of my kitchen window sill. And I thought it would be so pretty to put maybe some faux herbs in. I don't grow real herbs because I kill them. I'm very good with growing houseplants, but I cannot keep my herbs alive. I don't know if I water them too much or what, but maybe some faux herbs, some candles, or like I said, I thought this would be really, really cute filled with gourds for fall. So I got that one, and I paid, so I had these all like packed together, and I think I paid like $15 for all of this. So, and I got this basket. It's not really an old basket, but I love the look of it. I absolutely love wicker. I love the handles. And it was marked 12, and I think I might have paid $8 or $10 for it. But I thought this would be really cute on the porch with some pumpkins in it for fall, or even in the house on top of the hutch filled with some gourds, filled with some old dried hydrangea stems, something, or even put it on the floor and use it to hold throws, pillows, whatever. But I thought this was a really pretty basket. The last vintage item that I purchased is this really, really pretty tablecloth, and I bought this for Aunt Penny, and it was $5. She's really wanting some vintage tablecloths. This one does have a small hole in it. However, the way we use them, we usually just kind of throw them over the table and then make a vignette on top of it. So I just told her she could layer her vignette over the hole where nobody will ever know except for you. But I love the red, white, and blue. Perfect for her during the summer. I just thought it was adorable. It's got the vintage fruit And $5 was an excellent price, even though it has a hole in it. Totally random, but I love candles. I know a lot of people don't burn candles, but I absolutely love candles. I love my house smelling good. I gotta do something to cover up the smell of my cooking and grease and dog, okay? So I love the Bath and Body Works candles. This one is the spiced cinnamon, or cinnamon spice vanilla. These are high candles. They're like $20. You can get them on sale, but that's not, you know, very frequently that they go on sale. And this one was marked $4. I have no idea what I paid for it. I may not even have paid that for it, but I absolutely love this scent. So I found a Bath and Body Works candle. So go in with an open mind and look in every single room, because you may find something that is an excellent deal, even if it's not decor related. So that completes my haul from today's estate sale. But before I end the video, I do want to give you a few tips and tricks that will hopefully make you have more success when you go out at estate sales. The first thing I'll say is, when you're looking for estate sales, a very good resource to use is estatesales.net. It's a very good resource. You can go in, set your distance from your zip code, find estate sales near you. They always usually include photos and tell you just kind of the more popular or in-demand things that they will have at the estate sale. So go check that out. Also look on Facebook sites like Facebook Marketplace. A lot of times people will advertise on there. If you have a yard sale site for your county, like we have a Chilton County online yard sale, a lot of people will advertise their estate sales there. And also, if you have a newspaper or a circulator, like we have something called the Mule Trader, and it advertises estate sales and yard sales. So make sure you always look at all the resources to find estate sales near you. So there are a couple of different ways estate sales happen. Sometimes estate sales are put on by the family of whoever owned the estate. Most of the time, if the family is putting on the estate sale, you can get much better deals, because they've already went through, got items that they really want to keep that are meaningful, and the rest they're basically trying to move. Because if you've ever had someone in your family pass, it's very, very hard to basically figure out what to do with everything. As people, as we grow, we acquire a ton of stuff. And when we pass or whatever happens, our families don't know what to do with it all. So most of the time, if a family is putting on an estate sale privately, they're trying to get rid of these items and they have it priced to move, which is awesome for us, sad for them. But you also can go to estate sales that are put on by professional estate sale companies. Some companies are way more reasonable than others. Some companies specialize in certain types of estates that have lots of primitives and antiques. They're very knowledgeable about these items, so they know how much they can list them for. So those estate sales tend to be more pricey. Usually estate sales are like 3-day sales, especially if they're put on by an estate sale company. Usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the first day of the estate sale is usually not when you're going to find the best deals. If you go to an estate sale after a certain item, though, you definitely want to go the first day. You want to get there early, because people start lining up for a really good estate sale with lots of collectibles 2 to 3 hours before it even opens. My Aunt Kim and I went to an estate sale down in Prattville that had just a ton of beautiful collections. I mean, it was the best estate sale I have ever went to in my life. And we got there 2 hours before the estate sale opened, and we were like 6th or 7th in line. People line up very early for these estate sales. So get there early, and on the first day, if you're going after something in particular. If you're going to just browse and just see what you can find, I recommend going on the second day or the last day, because that is when they're really, really ready to wheel and deal. The first day, they're not going to come down a lot on prices because they know they have a couple more days to try and move it. The estate sale company is trying to make as much money for the family as they can, which is awesome. I appreciate that. but they're not going to come down, like especially on furniture and things like that, the very first day. You want to wait to the second day or the last day of the estate sale to really try and haggle, because we all want a deal, right? So depending on what you're doing, if you want a deal, don't go the first day. But if you want to go something in particular, go the first day. Another good tip is to always carry bags with you at estate sales, because you want your hands free so that you can grab items that you like, but you also want to keep items secure. When you're at an estate sale, if you don't have someone to hold your items, or if you don't have a bag to carry them in, say you have your arms full of goodies and there's something else you want to get and you put those down for a split second to pick something else up, someone else is going to come up and grab those items. I know it sounds crazy, but it gets very, very competitive and cutthroat at estate sales, especially for resellers. So make sure you carry a couple of bags with you. I love taking those big bags that come from like TJ Maxx or Cracker Barrel, just those big plastic bags. And I just use those and carry those around with me at estate sales that I know I'm going to be purchasing a lot at. Also, another really good tip that I will share. So a reseller friend of mine does this, and I'm not usually after like big items like furniture, chairs, things like that. However, if you are wanting furniture, a lot of times it's very hard to locate the person that is running the estate sale when it gets super crazy and super busy. So take some like painter's tape or masking tape, duct tape, cut it into little squares and write sold with your name on it. Put those on your bag. That way you can just peel one off and stick it on the item. That way someone knows it is claimed. And at the end of whenever you get done looking, you can go and grab the estate sale owner or the estate sale person that is running it professionally, grab them, and then you can take your item. So that is another really cool tip. So just some tape, write sold in your name, put it on your bag, and that way when you see big pieces, you can just slap it on the piece and people know that it's claimed. Certain estate sale companies may not allow this. I'm not saying that you can do it everywhere, but it works really well for my friends that do it that are resellers. So that's a really good tip. Also, I wanted to mention for estate sales, make sure you take a vehicle large enough to load your furniture in. If you are going after a big piece, please take a vehicle that you can load it into. A lot of estate sales are more than happy to allow you to come back after the sale is over or on the last day or later in the day to collect the item, but some want you to take it right then. So make sure you have a way to get the piece of furniture home. Also, a lot of estate sale companies have people that will help you load an item. However, if it is a family putting on the estate sale, say it's, an elderly person, their children are putting it on, a lot of times there won't be anybody there able-bodied enough to help you load a heavy piece of furniture. So if you know you're going after a large item, take your husband, take your brother, take your cousin, take a strong friend to help you load up heavy items, because there's not going to be a guarantee that there will be somebody there to help you load it. And if you are purchasing it, it's your responsibility to get it loaded onto your vehicle. But I will say most of the time, estate sale companies do have an able-bodied person there to help you load and strap down your furniture. Also remember to bring ratchet straps, rope, something like that to secure your items in your truck bed. So when you're going down the interstate, it doesn't catch wind and fly off the back of your truck. Take packing supplies. A lot of estate sale companies will have like totes and things like that, or like old boxes with newspaper to help wrap up things. But a lot of them don't. It's kind of a free-for-all. So when you go, take things to wrap your items in, take boxes that you can stuff things down in to keep them safe for your trip home. But know that it's not going to be a given for them to have things to pack your items in. So take your own packing supplies as well. Just a few more quick tips. When you go to estate sales, please be courteous to everybody. This should have been the number one thing. Be courteous. Be mindful when you go into other people's homes, because this is not your home. It is just an absolute privilege to go into someone's home to an estate sale. So be mindful of their home. Be mindful of the people's feelings that live there and the family of the person who owned the estate, and be kind to the estate sale workers. Be kind to other shoppers. I have seen people at estate sales nearly get into fist fights over something, and that is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It looks like Black Friday at an estate sale. So please be kind and use your manners. Also, make sure you go in every single room. Now, some estate sales will have rooms taped off that say do not enter, so don't go in there, but check every room. Even if it's like a bathroom, sometimes they'll have vintage jewelry laid out in there. They'll have clocks, just random things put in the bathroom. Normally, you wouldn't think you would find anything good in a bathroom, but go in every single room because the estate sale companies will organize things in individual rooms and kind of put collections together and things like that. So check every room, check every closet, like I had said earlier in the video, for like vintage linens, vintage clothing. Also, make sure you always check the garage. A lot of times the garage is where they will hold their seasonal items, their vintage Christmas ornaments, things for the yard. And also check the yards. Many estate sales I go to have everything in the yard priced. So all the lawn ornaments, all the concrete items, bird baths, really pretty wrought iron pieces, all those are priced and for sale as well. So don't forget to look at that on your way out or just when you get done shopping in the house. Also, make sure you know what type of payment the estate sale accepts. All the estate sale companies that I know will take a credit card. They have some sort of machine. However, a lot of times estate sales are going to be cash only, or they may accept like Venmo or PayPal, but know what sort of payment you're expected to have, because there's nothing more frustrating than getting this huge pile of stuff, going to the front and figuring out you have to have cash, or they can't accept a credit card, or, or I will say this, do not rely necessarily on Venmo or PayPal. It's always best to have cash. I'm just going to throw that out there. Cash is king at all these sales, markets, whatever. Because a lot of times when you go to an estate sale, it may be out in the middle of nowhere and you will have no cell service. Thus, you will not be able to Venmo or PayPal whoever is running the estate sale. I have had that personally happen to me. Luckily, I knew who was running the estate sale, so I could drive down the road and pay them. They knew I was good for it. But no offense, if I'm having an estate sale and it's somebody I've never met in my life and they come up and buy $100 worth of items, I'm not going to trust you to Venmo me when you get home and get cell service. So just bring cash and make everything easier, okay? It's easier for you and you know that you'll be able to pay for your items. One more little set of tips that I really want to throw in here. So a lot of estate sales may have outdoor buildings like sheds, garages, and some of the best estate sales are hoarder sales. So for example, the home is filled to the brim and you can't hardly walk through it. Those are excellent sales to get a good deal at. However, they can be a little bit tedious and they can be kind of unsafe. So when you go to an estate sale, make sure you wear closed-toed shoes like tennis shoes or boots, something you don't mind trolloping through filth with, because most of these homes are very clean, they're very awesome, very organized, but some of these homes are not in the best condition. So wear closed-toed shoes, take a pair of gloves, like heavy-duty gloves, because there was one particular estate sale that I went to and I just saw it on the side of the road, so I stopped at it and I wasn't prepared. But I had on like flip-flops and I didn't have any gloves. But there was a big shed out back and it was packed with stuff. But there was garbage, tools, and lumber and stuff all on the floor. That would have been an excellent opportunity to find something, but I needed a good pair of sturdy shoes or boots, and I needed gloves to dig through with. So take you some good shoes, take you some gloves, that way you can really get in and dig, especially in things that may have like nails or broken glass. You just never know what is hiding under a pile of things. So take gloves and also wear comfortable clothes. It may also be feasible to take a mask in some houses, because a lot of times when you go, there may be rooms that are filled with dust or mold. So if you have like allergies, really bad asthma, it might be worthwhile taking just a little throwaway mask. That way you're not getting all kind of dust and junk up in your sinuses. So good shoes, gloves, and maybe even a mask, because you don't want to miss out like I did on an excellent opportunity to dig and find some really good stuff just because you don't want to put your hand in some broken glass or step on a nail. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed our little haul. Let me know in the comments below what my favorite purchase was that you enjoyed the most. I think my favorite purchase are definitely the little carolers. I think they are so adorable. And I love Aunt Penny's really pretty tablecloth. I hope she enjoys that. But I hope you also enjoyed the few tips and tricks that I shared. I'm no expert. I'm just a junker and I love old rusty crusty junk. So those are a few of the tips that have helped me be successful at estate sales. So I'm hoping they'll help you in your journey as well. If you have any really good tips or tricks for estate sales, comment below and let us know. Share the wealth, share the knowledge, or if it's your secret, you don't have to share with us. But I know some people, like I said, it can be very cutthroat and very competitive at these estate sales for resellers, but most people are so nice, so welcoming, and the estate sale companies are super helpful and knowledgeable. Most of the time when you go up, you can actually tell them what you're looking for and they can point you in the exact location of where it is from the photos. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of our channel, and I hope you have a very blessed weekend. We love you, but remember, most importantly, Jesus loves you, and we'll see you on the next video.